video.
I've been waiting for a glance at the sun, and I've been waiting for the world to spin my way. I've been waiting for a chance, and I think it's finally come. 'Cause after all, I don't care what they do.
Welcome back to the can't film like that. I can't film these angles. You're gonna do the video. Look at this rubbish angle. Start again. Welcome back to the Golf channel. Now, sorry it has been a long time since I've done a video. It must be over a year, maybe. I don't know. It's been a while. I've got some good video footage that I'm trying to edit together and put together because I want to do a second-hand Golf R buyer's guide for you guys. So if you're in the market for a second-hand Golf R and you're like, what do they look like? Give me some tips. This is obviously a 2016 model. If you guys have been on the YouTube journey with me, I've had it from new, and I've sort of vlogged and blogged a bit about it, and not blogged, but what's the videos? Vlogged. The Golf R is still happening. It's still alive and a lot of fun. And I put some of the premium fuel in recently, and that made such a difference. So if you've got the Golf R, run it on premium fuel. Anyway, as you saw from the thumbnail and the title of this video, I want to do a review. And I want to use my channel a little bit to review some stuff. And one of the things I'm into is skipping. And no, not the sort of skipping where I've got sort of ribbons in my hair and I'm singing along songs as I'm doing it. It's more about fitness skipping. So I wanted to use my channel to just do an honest review of Rush Athletics Money Rope. And what better platform to do it than in the money car, the Golf R. Alright, maybe it's not the money car, but it's the car I've got. So let's do it. Let's do the Rush Athletics Money Rope review. So here it is, the Money Rope in white. I looked at yellow, but I think if I turned up at the gym with the yellow one, people would be like, oh look, that dude thinks he's Mayweather. And I'm not Mayweather. Nowhere near. So I went for the white one, but actually if you went for the yellow one, if you can skip, who cares what people think, eh? Anyway, here it is, Money Rope in white. Now let me just say, I've been skipping for about how long now? It must be a couple of years, but properly trying to get fit and get better at skipping for only probably a year. And I sort of stumbled across Rush Athletics on YouTube, like you do when you're searching for videos of a certain type or genre. You find this stuff, and I was actually really impressed. It was like, man, this guy can skip, and the tutorial stuff and the tips and the breakdown of all the skipping was awesome. So I started to watch, and I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, oh mate, before you give us this review on this skipping rope, you know this guy, you're sponsored by him, or there's some sort of backing, or this is a biased review, and we're just not going to listen to it. Basically, what I want to say to you is this video is not sponsored by Rush Athletics at all. So it's a ridiculous statement to think that I'd be sort of biased in my review. It just wouldn't happen. God, it's refreshing, that is. Let me get to the review, enough messing about. This skipping rope is let me give you a completely unbiased review, because I don't know Rush Athletics at all, and I'm sure they're awesome, but I don't know them, so this is just my honest review. This skipping rope is the best skipping rope I've had. It's just simple. And I've had a lot of skipping ropes. I've gone through like speed ropes. So Argos do a speed rope, a men's fitness speed rope. Amazon do speed ropes, and I've had them all. I've probably had like 6 or 7 speed ropes. I've bought the equivalent sort of nylon-y ones before, and what happens is if the handles can't freely turn, they basically apply pressure as you spin and do your moves. They apply pressure and it's constantly twisting. Nightmare. I've also had, what other ropes have I had? I've had a leather one. I've had ones where the rope is sort of the rope is sort of attached sideways like that, so it spins on a bearing. Or you've got little pivot stands and they spin on a bearing. Rubbish. I've had CrossFit ones. Rubbish. honestly, my experience of this as an amateur skipper is that this money rope is by far the best rope I've ever used. It does not tangle at all. Like, I haven't found, like, I've been skipping at the gym with it, and I do about 40 minutes a day probably. Sometimes I do 40 minutes in the morning, 40 in the evening, because I love it. It's a thing for me. But this it's not tangling up. It's not. Other ropes, I just kept stopping, untwisting them. Absolute nightmare. Honestly, this is not twisted when I'm skipping. Maybe I'm just an awesome skipper. That could be the case. But I found this to be awesome. It's slightly thicker and heavier than I'm used to, because as I say, I've been using speed ropes, and they are obviously a lot thinner and lighter. So I felt this in the shoulders actually really quickly, and that's a good thing. I'm not up for the big heavy rope. This is fine for me, but I felt this in the shoulders, and it was a good burn. It was what I was after. What else can I tell you about it? Speed is good. Double unders, I'm not great at double unders. I just kind of grind out and just get going on some speed. But yeah, double unders you can do. Well, if you doubt any of this and you think, is this rope for me? Go to Rush Athletics, have a look, because he is skipping with this thing like an absolute boss. And if he's doing it with this rope, then you just need to up your skill level. Get one of these and you'll be able to do it. So I found it amazing. My only criticism is handles. I like the handles. They're plastic, they're lightweight, easy peasy. The issue with it is I was skipping, as I say, for about 40 minutes, and I get quite sweaty, and as I was skipping, it slipped out of my hand and it missed this woman's head as she was on the shoulder press in the gym, and it went whoosh, and like whipped past her ear. Very embarrassing, because at that point I was looking awesome with my money rope, and then it shot across the gym fast. It shot fast, and 10 foot, this is 10 foot, it shot across the gym and just missed her head. So I would suggest, and I'm used to this with the other handles that I was using, I had, like, you know, like on tennis rackets, and you've got that sort of grip tape on golf clubs, tennis rackets, and it just absorbs the sweat a little bit. So an easy customization that I'm going to make to this is I'm going to wrap around just a little bit, maybe here, some grip, because when I get my skip on, I get seriously sweaty. And I almost lost this and gouged out a woman's eye. So there you go. I've just done a review. I actually just started the car and tried to pull away and I stalled it. Anyway, there's something wrong with the car. It's the fault. If you've got a Golf R, you'd know about it. Anyway, yeah. Alright, so that's my review. Thanks for watching. If you want to check that stuff out online, you can go to Rush Athletics. And again, it's not a shameless promotion or a biased review. It's just I'm using this stuff and absolutely love it. I've got the mat, as you saw. I've got these stretch bands. I've got the water bottle. My wife, she loaded me up with this stuff, and it's awesome. Thanks Rush Athletics for the stuff. And actually, worth mentioning, if you've not seen They Run, We Fly, you can check that out. And what is cool is Jen, my wife, was trying to get this stuff on time for my birthday, and I got a little note and it says happy birthday, have a great day from Rushy. Mate, thank you very much. I'm going to keep skipping, I'm going to keep watching your videos, and maybe one day I'll be able to master those double under crossovers. They're eluding me at the moment, but whatever. See you later.